grabbing at her cheek, crying over her rotting tooth. Looks like a fucking black hole, she says. They expect me to bag groceries when I got this pain. She smoked some of the pot I got her from my buddy Wiz. Give Mommy a kiss. I love you, she says. I go to my room and draw pictures of her rotting tooth.
Thank you, D. August. Who wants to say what the story was about?
First of all, I just want to say that I thought this was one of the best pieces that I've read in this program so far, and I'm a second year.
Gut-wrenching. And not asking to wrench our guts. Just wrenching them.
Chester. Hi, Chester Chong. Hi. I liked how the language was really spare, but cunning, and I thought you played with gender in a way that was really surprising and, like, almost offensive, but not offensive.
It's really fun.
Yeah, just walking it.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Man, I would literally cut my arm off and pay you everything I have just to write 3 more pages of it. I need to know more, please.
Well, I assume the mom dies, so...
Okay, let's change focus here. Hannah?
Okay, so I just wanted to say that I know you've all read the story in the privacy of your own homes, but hearing me read it aloud here today may bring up some of the more triggering aspects of the piece. So I just want you to feel free to quietly leave the room or express your emotional reaction in any way that feels safe, even if that is kind of a darker expression.
What?
Here goes. This story is called Contact. There was no going back. There were new rules now, new reasons for him to call. He made choices and I obeyed. I let him press his thumb so hard into my neck that blue marks appeared. I let him bend my limbs ways they didn't go. And once his arm reared back and his fist landed with a thud on my collarbone. Like sex, that didn't feel like anything I thought it would. He moved me where I had to go. The goal was not to say no. And so it didn't matter if I was good. In my choicelessness, I was free for a moment.
Okay. What is the story about?
It's about a really privileged girl deciding that she's just going to let someone abuse her.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Honestly, I was very distracted by how 50 Shades it was.
I actually haven't read 50 Shades.
Hannah, you have to sit tight until we're done discussing.
Okay.
In some ways, I was struggling not to be offended because it seemed to really trivialize the very real abuse suffered by some, and maybe else felt that way.
That was just one paragraph.
Anything else? No? Okay. What's working?
I'm sorry, I have to say something. I'm actually really struggling with how to talk about this piece. Like, I tried writing my notes for Hannah last night, but I think there's a larger issue here, which is how are we supposed to critique a work which is very clearly based directly from the author's personal experience? I had a chance to speak with Hannah yesterday, and she is very much this character.
Because this is a fiction workshop, I think we need to treat every piece we receive in here as a work of fiction.
But I have the same problem, and I've never even met her. It's just, look at her. She's obviously her.
I mean, the main character is a girl with a lot of tattoos named Anna.
Who needs to eat every 2 hours or she passes out.
Even if the character was named Hannah, doesn't mean it's about her. I mean, writers do that all the time. We know that, right? I mean, and if it's about her, so what? Who fucking cares? This is her voice. This is who she is. We can't squash her voice of what she's trying to say.
Totally, D. August. As usual, you hit the nail on the head. That's not really my problem with her piece. And I definitely felt a lack of sympathy towards the male perspective and some stunted feminist idea about
I'm sorry,
what
can I
abuse...
say one thing?
No, not yet, not yet.
5 words.
No, I know it's hard, but just not yet.
1 word.
Hannah.
History. History didn't really focus on the female perspective.
I forgot what I was saying.
stunted feminist idea.
Yeah. For me, it would be much more interesting if there was a complex examination about the real ways that people challenge each other sexually.